Alright, welcome back everybody to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, and as you can see, I'm playing creative mode. Yay! So this is Experimental 9 still, and I am playing creative mode because there have been a lot of changes that have gone on in the game, and I figure we'd go over quite a few of them since we did the little introduction starter thing last time, and we'll probably continue playing that later, but for now I wanted to come in here and look at some of the things that they've added. Now, the primary things that they've added, or that's different, they've taken out the old cargo box and added in the new cargo containers, medium and small, added a base cargo container for small vessels, and a container controller for large vessels, container extension for the larger base and capital vessels, container controller and container extensions for the small vessels. They've added a harvest container controller for the hover vessel and one for the capital vessel, as well as ammo container controllers for the capital vessel and small vessel. They've split the ramps up. They've added retractable landing gear as a separate block, as a fully retractable thing, like the turrets, the boarding ramps. So they've done a whole lot of stuff. And so I'm going to start off so that because I'm learning as you do. So I'm going to start off by advancing or upgrading the ARV Titan. This is what I do every new major update, even during experimental, is I upgrade the latest, biggest ship I have to the latest stuff. So, first things first, we're going to want the landing gear. So let's see. These only have the two different types of landing gear, this and that. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to utilize, we're going to go ahead and get, what did that get rid of? Did that actually get rid of this and just didn't tell me? No. That's weird. It did, but then that's weird. All right, let's get rid of that. This, that, and that. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we are now going to, I could have done this before, go ahead and symmetricize this. We are going to want to get, I'm going to want this on each corner of these. So like so. Okay, can I, probably not, but are these, they are not airtight. That's something to keep in mind, because what I just did here just de-airtighted this interior here. So what I'm gonna have to do is put a where's the combat steel? Put a combat steel block on each side there and there to make this airtight. Now let's go ahead, put some oxygen in here. I meant fill oxygen on. Now there is oxygen, and then there is not. Okay, so we're definitely going to want that to be there. Actually, are the new cargo blocks airtight? I think they are. Let's see, because I should be able to go ahead and just put, they are not. Eesh! That sucks. The cargo controller is, however, so what we're going to do, we're going to put the cargo controller over top of that. And then we're going to want to grab these. Hold on, can you only put one cargo control? Oh, you can't put a cargo controller next to a cargo controller, which is fine. All right, so we're going to put this here, this here, and there. And the same on the other side. And then here, we're going to put this here, there, there, and there, and then cargo controller there. So that way we've got some cargo going ahead and starting in here, and we can open this up and you can see that's 1600 because let's see, 800, 1600. That's weird. Okay, let's see. Total content, but that's oxygen. Okay, I want to label these container controllers. We will label, let's go ahead and crap. What we need to do, we don't have a cargo bay yet, do we? Add cargo bay. All right, that's up here. Then we're gonna add all these to the cargo bay. Okay. Now, cargo bay. I noticed that the landing gear don't show up, and these are going to be in the wrong place. Sentry, because those are back here. Okay, this one, and then this one. Is this just on top, or is it? No, it's in here. Okay, so this one can be added to the bridge. The other one is back in the living quarters area, but I don't think I have that listed, so we'll just remove. How do I remove? That's add group, remove group. I think, okay, that removes it from the group as well. Okay. All right, so anyway, let's take a look and see if these landing gear, they do not show up in there. So they must work just when you get towards the ground. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so we want to label this container controller. This is port 2 because it's in the back. Actually, no, that's starboard, isn't it? No. Yeah, that's starboard. Sorry, starboard 1. Container controller, starboard 1. Container controller, starboard 2. Container controller, port 2. And container controller, port 1. Okay, so ARV This is going to be player. That is, okay. So it says 8,000, but these each have 16,000, which is weird. Because I don't know exactly what these containers do, what the container controller does. Let's see, it says required for modular containers. Maybe, hold on. What if I'm doing this wrong? What if I need that? Okay. And that is airtight. So what if I did this? Because these are just the different containers, not the extension. So if I look at that, it's got 8,000. If I add that, okay, now I'm getting it. It extends. Oh, and there are block shapes for it, which is nice. Can I open? No, I can only open the container controller. But since these are airtight, I can do this. And actually make it look more designed than I could before. So let's go ahead and I'll do that and that. And then here I can do this. Like so. Okay. And now if I put the container controller here and there, all right, now this one has 58,500 and this one has 29,000. Now, I think it's still limited per slot, but it's still capable of carrying a lot more on each side now. And as you can see, it's still airtight and everything's awesome. And it looks a lot cooler. So, all right, we've got that going. Next, we need to change our ammo boxes. Now, in order to make ammo boxes, container controller ammo. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we can get rid of all this on both sides, and I can put one container controller here, and then I should be able to make something that looks pretty cool, that goes along sort of like that. And then this. And the volume capacity is all the same regardless of how large it is. So we can then go ahead and do that. That, and that, and now we've got our two ammo containers that can hold a whole bunch of ammo, like so. Okay, Now, for you. What we're going to do for you, since these blocks are airtight, we're going to want that to be out of the way. So let's see. If I did something like that, and then this, and then that, put this back here. Let's see. Actually, no. Get rid of those. This, and then that. And then we put container controller harvest right here. Okay. And then let's go ahead. I think that is pretty good. Now, this should have all the capacity we need to hold the materials that we harvest. And if I needed more, of course, I can add the extensions to it and bring it out further this direction if need be. In fact, this area is so large, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go put this right there. Get rid of that. And we're going to do this, that. Let's go ahead and take that out so that the ventilations will come out from there. This, that, here, there, like so. So now we have an even larger thing. And let's go ahead and take, let's see, this is walkways and railings. Let's put this like so. Now, I don't know if you can actually texturize these blocks yet. We are about to find out. Let's get rid of all that. I know I'm going to need some more of those retractable landing gears later, but for now, where are you? Okay, let's see. Can we? No, not yet. You cannot texturize them yet. You should, however, be able to color them. And so if I do this, everyone knows that is the those, and then this, let's just do whole block just to make it easier. Actually, let's make it like that, like that, and there we go. Now we've got our ammo and our harvest container here. And so harvest container can hold 144,500, which should be more than enough for the ores we need. And then these can each hold 76,000. Now, as a test, let's go ahead and just do a whole bunch of ammunition for weaponry, for the ship weaponry. So let's see, that's, I can't add any more. Why not? Okay. Player. That's weird. Maybe it's because of the weight thing. I can't shift click it either, so I can't put it on my own inventory either. It just disappears. That's weird. And that's weird. The player inventory, it just completely disappears from. So I have to manually move ammunition. That's gonna suck. I mean, I suppose I could try to do this, right? If I go, let's see, what kind of ammunition do I need now? Laser charge 2 CV, 150 millimeter. Let's find some 150 millimeter. Well, there's some flak shells. 150 millimeters. And then if I just do this, okay, it puts it in there. So at least that's an easy way to go ahead and fill that. Let's see, laser charges. That's laser charge 2. We need plasma and projectile rifle rounds. The projectile rifle rounds are just for the interior. So let's go ahead, do that. 130 millimeter. What else am I looking for? Where are the laser charge? Okay. That 160 millimeter missiles and then plasma CV. Free shell 160. I must not have put those in there. But now we're looking for 160 millimeter missiles. 160 millimeters. That's 150. That's it right there. Okay. So, that's filled up. That's got 1 in it. So, we did good. We've got a good amount. Well, the volume, it says, is way over. And that volume is under. So more than likely, if we were filling it up, hopefully if we were filling it up in the real thing, it would throw it in the right container and split this up between them, because I got way too much ammo in here. But I don't know if I mean, you'd never really have that much ammo anyway. And as for this, you'd just, you know, be using it anyway. I don't think our weight limit is active because it is creative mode. Because it was we activated it only in the default random. So that's why it went ahead and filled this up, even though it went over the threshold. But okay, so next order of business. Those are good. Next order of business, what we're going to need, we are going to need a Wi-Fi. Now, the Wi-Fi wireless connection, there it is. Now, the wireless connection, I don't know if it depends if we... I don't know if it depends if we put it on the front or the back or what, but I'm going to put one on the front, one on the back, just to make sure, because I think it has a radius extension itself. So, all right, if we come out here, we're out of the radius. And we enter the radius right as we get within the range, like inside of its area, because it's the rocket launchers and laser batteries come out this far. If we come to the back, let's go ahead and just get rid of those. We don't need them. Okay, if we come to the back, all right, we're out of the range, and then we enter the range just as we're getting to here. If I come to the front, and let's put it in, I want it as far to the front as I can, but I don't want it interfering with anything. If we put it in here, or should we put it up in the bridge? I think we ought to put it up on the bridge somewhere. But where? Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of these two cargo containers anyway. Let's put one of these I don't know. This I've got an idea. Let's put this back here, right here. Now this is airtight, so putting that here, and then just as a cosmetic, we can put that coming out of it. All right, so from in here, you'll see that, and you can, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Eesh. Okay. Let's undo all that. Let's put it up here. Okay. And then put the antenna on top. I don't really like that as much because it's like completely exposed, and you see, it's a pain in the butt that this Wi-Fi thing is so large. I'm gonna, just to do a test, right? Let's come into here and somewhere near, let's just say engineering, because if you had it anywhere, it would be engineering, right? So we're gonna put this Wi-Fi thing, let's just put it there. Now, if I come to the front, you see, it's still doing that in the front. In the back, however, let's see, if I move you from here to somewhere back here, let's just say there. All right, and that looks sort of, you know, sort of good. So now I can come back here and the Wi-Fi extends a good range out the back. See, I'm like way out here and I'm in the Wi-Fi range. So that's good. But in the front, I need to find a place in the front to put it so that it'll extend out past here. Now, if I don't really have anywhere in here to do it, but let's see, if I put it right here where that is, right? How far forward, how far out this way can I go? A good ways out to here. So it's a little, like it does a good distance on each direction. And so putting those two wireless things lets me get the wireless way out here on both sides. And yeah, I think that'll work. That'll work. And that definitely lets us utilize the other stuff. So, okay. Now that we've got the wireless in tow, let's go ahead and put the rear landing gear down. Now, for the rear landing gear, I'm going to utilize these. Now, I want to make sure that I keep it airtight. Which is going to be tough, but if I do this, hold on, let's do that, and then this, and that, okay, that should make it airtight because those are airtight. And I don't think we can, oh, we can, nice. It textures the whole thing though, but if we're gonna do that, we might as well just texture it like the rest of the outside so that it's less distinguishable from the outside. And let's go ahead and do that to the ones that we put up front as well. Okay. Now, let's see. The forward part of this. That's weird. I didn't know I put that like that. But if we do the forward part of this, what we're going to need to do is have it a 1 block, because I don't think there's any real way that we can have it being a more than 1 block. Okay. So now we've got those. What about those? You see, I wish these were airtight. that would make a lot of sense having them be airtight, but they're not. Let's go ahead and just do what we have and see how it looks landing. So let's go ahead, come up into here, right? Captain's chair. Let's go ahead, get some fuel and throw it in there. Where's the fuel cells? That's weird. I can only carry one because those apparently weigh a lot or something. Manage player. Okay. Okay. What if I did it here? There, that's better. There we go. I'm like, ish. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Okay, that's better. Flight systems on. I keep pressing K because I'm used to playing Arc now. Okay. We're coming into the atmosphere. All hands go to blue alert and stand a blue alert and go to code blue stations. Whatever. We're coming in for a landing. Alright, so we're in the atmosphere now. I wish we could trigger the landing gear. Okay. Alright, here looks like a decent landing spot. So let's come on down. Let's see. Let's take a look at these landing gear. Okay, if I lift off, the landing gear are not retracting. That's not good. They're supposed to be retractable. And landing. It looks like they're only tractable because they only come down and they don't go back up, which is weird. Okay. But with them down, that's what they look like down. But for some reason when I go up, they don't go up, which is weird. But, okay. So, that aside, let's take a look at this next piece of niceness. Boarding ramps. Now, boarding ramps, let's see, boarding ramps. I'm not sure how, it looks like they go up and down instead of ramps coming out like that. So not so much useful for my purposes unless I were trying to get it to come out the bottom here. Let's see, now these need to be airtight, yeah. Okay, so just as a example, or an example, all right, let's go with the Last Hope Mark II. Now I don't know if I don't think I've updated it from with, did I update it with, no, I don't have the retractable turrets on it yet, so we're not going to save this as our final thing. But if I get rid of all this, okay, and then put this here, I can do that. And then we can come up here. Interesting. I'm hoping they use a different sound for that. But now what I really want to do is make a whole new ship. I'm anxious to start a Alpha 9 playthrough once they get full Alpha 9, just because of this. Because this right here is amazing. Can we texture it? Yes we can. I didn't think that would be possible, but apparently they're like, yeah, go ahead, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, look at that, look at that. It's just flesh right with the thing, and then, oh yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. And then when it's up in here, oh yeah, it can pull us up into it too. That's cool. Okay, I like that. That'll be useful with like triggers and switches, sensors and switches and the like. And they look sort of like these blocks here, so that's going to be very useful. And of course, it's got the whatchamacallit thing, the force field, which is really cool. I like it. But we're not really going to use that right here, but that was just to get an example of how it works. But yeah, this is looking good. You are in range of remote logistics, which means we're in range of that, which is nice. It's nice having a large range on that thing's sensors. So that's good, which means that we could actually, you know, stand a ways and access the stuff in here. Now, coming back around here, let's see. I'm thinking what we might do is in the front, actually, in here, well, not right here, through here, instead of utilizing this, well, in addition to utilizing this, I suppose, well, I don't know, because this is meant to get a small vehicle through, whereas the boarding ramp is meant solely for foot traffic. So I don't think I'm going to use a boarding ramp there instead, because I don't know. But okay, what else do they have added in here? The core looks different. Let's go see how our core looks set up in here, and if I have to change it, because I'm a real aesthetic person. The core, actually, that looks ballerific. I love it. I love the way that looks with the pipes and everything. So that can stay. Let's see what else do we have. I think that's basically it. They did separate those, but I don't have to change anything. I think that's all the new pieces that they added. One thing I was wanting to see, I don't think they've added any new, well, I don't know. Corner small B. I think that was that already there? I think they may have added that just recently, because I don't think we had anything that we could do that with before, because I was utilizing other pieces in its place. But that's going to help me. I think that's the only thing they've added. But yeah, that's going to help. So in any case, that is a large look at the updates for Alpha Experimental 9. A lot of content that they added. A lot of interesting pieces that I've been wanting for them to add. I would love it if you could gear these to a sensor or switch, so that when I activate blue alert, they come down, and when I deactivate it, they go up. That would just be awesome as heck. I like the modular blocks that they have going on here, the modular containers. That's really going to help out in the new weight capacity and everything. I may end up putting a third modular container here and attached over there too, just so we've got a whole side of 3 different modular containers. Then I'd rename them or whatever, but I won't do that today. And of course, on the interior here, you could park small vehicles or whatever if you needed, but it's mainly meant for additional cargo boxes and the like. So but anyway, that's going to be it for this update. If I deactivate blue alert and then turn that off, will that... Okay. It took a little bit of time, but everything's gone back to normal. A lot less frames. It's a lot less framey. That's good. But in any case, as I said, that's going to be it for this little look at Empyrion Alpha 9 Experimental. If you want to see more Alpha 9 stuff, just go ahead and subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be doing it. Let's reactivate blue alert so we can get up off this. But yeah, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button for me. And if you want to see more Alpha 9 Experimental, my landing gear is still not going up. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM, and as always, y'all have a good day now.